everyone. Dave Barlow here with the gang from Sell for 1% Realtors. It's our weekly interest rate discussion, and we have a special guest here this morning is the great Karnak. These Jamie and Mike have no idea who the great Karnak is. Johnny Carson, late night king, would always about once every month or twice a month would make his predictions. And if you want to watch something fun on YouTube, go check out Johnny Carson, the great Karnak. And so without further ado, we're going to talk to the great Karnak, Rich Sircone. And Rich, yesterday was the Fed rate meeting. They raised rates 0.25%. How have you seen that impact mortgage rates yesterday, overnight into this morning?
Hey, Dave. So, yeah, first of all, when the great Karnak was predicting things, I think interest rates were about 18% back then. So
that's true.
We're definitely better than that.
That's a good point.
And yes, the Fed did raise rates yesterday. And as we've said in prior discussions, it's not so much whether they raise or lower rates, but if they stay in line with expectations or if they do something unexpected. So the market's expected a rate increase. The fact that it was a quarter rate increase as opposed to the previous rate increases have been 0.5% and 0.75%, so much more aggressive. So this was even though it was a raise, it was a smaller raise than what we had been seeing. That was a good sign for the future of interest rates. And then, as I've also said in prior discussions, the comments or the signals that Chairman Powell gives at his news conference are probably more important than what they actually do. And so in this news conference, he mentioned the fact that the Fed fund rates probably would not exceed 5%. The Fed fund rates are the bank-to-bank rates, and currently they're at 4.5 to 4.75. So the fact that he feels they won't go over 5% seems to indicate that he doesn't have a lot of additional rate increases in the future. So all of those things were positive signals to the market that the rate tightening cycle is coming to an end. And as we've said, the mortgage market is always forward thinking. And so the forward thinking at this point is that rates have had the tightening cycle has come to an end, and we will see rates start to come down at some point in the future, or at least not go up any further. So the market liked that. And we have seen mortgage rates overnight drop into the fives. We're at 5.875 on a 30-year fixed conventional. And the
no, for real.
FHA and VA fixed conventional or fixed 30-year is 5.625.
Wow! So
we've got a solid 5 in front of our numbers, and again, as we've said, these are very volatile times, so we never know what tomorrow brings. Sure. But at least for now, we seem to be headed into the 5s and hopefully staying there through the summer buying season.
So here we are on February 2nd, 2023. You're seeing rates below 6% and even as close to 5.5% on a VA loan. So we're going to ask you to put on your great Karnak hat and tell us, where do you think interest rates will be a month from now, the first week of March?
Well, I hate to keep telling jokes, Dave, but since you mentioned the great Karnak again, and February 2nd, the great Karnak in Punxsutawney, PA,
oh boy,
did predict 6 more weeks of winter, by the way, so we have that to look forward to. But in terms of where I see the interest rates going in the future and into the summer buying season, again, putting on my hat, which I definitely need with this shiny head I have, I feel that we're going to see rates stay down in the 5s, and I think that the market will cooperate with people. It's a great time to buy a house. The market is still a little bit weaker than it was, so you have a minute to think about buying a house and negotiate a little bit. and interest rates are much lower than they were 2 months ago when they were over 7%. So I feel the rates will be in the fives, and with a little bit of luck, maybe even lower than that before the end of the year. But that's where we are right now.
And so I just put one in the contract, $400,000 property, and that buyer is doing the 2-1 buy down. So basically, if they are at 5 7/8, 5 3/4 with 2-1 buy down, their first year payment's going to be 3 3/4. Second year, 4 3/4, and then they'll settle into 5 3/4, unless, of course, interest rates continue to drop and they refinance and get into something locked in. But we still have those options out there of doing the 2-1 buy down. I even had a seller yesterday, and I think they're going to be calling you here, Rich, talking about a 5-1 arm and being able to get down below even the fives on a 5-1 arm. So a lot of options out there. And so if you have any questions with regards to financing, Rich's information is here on the screen. Give him a call. He'd love to be able to talk to you. You can call, text, email, and pick Rich's brain. You've been doing this about as long as I have, about 25 years now.
Correct.
So we've seen the ebbs and flows over a couple, 3 different real estate cycles, and we can definitely help you get to the other side of the river where you want to be in purchasing a home. So keep us in mind, and if you have questions, give any of us a call. We'd love to talk to you. Thanks, guys. Have a great morning.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.